So, as you catch your breath after that combat, let me describe the room. You weren't able to really take it in as you charged in, but the ceiling of this cavern is dotted with semi-precious stones that reflect any light in a glimmering show of star-like wonder. Dozens of crushed skeletons are scattered around the floor. The cavern is divided in half by an escarpment connected by a carved stone stairway. The cave is large enough to contain 2 freestanding structures built of fitted stone. Each appears to be more suited for humans than for dwarves. The 2 structures are the places where the doors came out of, where the 2 drow exited from. As you dig through the wizard, you find a pouch containing 10 gold and a pouch of components, like spell components.
Okay.
Yep. And then, while you're digging through, Fitz, what are you doing?
I want to enter the room in the door and see if there's anything in there.
Okay, over here. And you do that while Thanar is searching the wizard?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. All right. You walk inside, and that is... this room is in rough shape. It looks as though a fireball was set off in here. Heaps of debris fill the 4 corners, and the only thing left of any substance are a scorched iron chest and a bronze brazier that is currently lit. You get the feeling, looking around and on the body that you stepped over, they've been rummaging through this room.
And what is this over here?
That is a door.
Another door?
Mm-hmm.
I see. To open this.
Let me see here. Hold on a second.
So if they were rummaging, it means they hadn't been through this part before.
Oh, yeah.
Which means they're relatively recent arrivals, or they're lazy and didn't get around to this part yet.
Malba.
Yes.
You take 11 points of damage.
Why?
Because as you have been standing here, another group of drow have run into the room.
What the fuck? I was gonna take a potion, but I was waiting for these 2 to finish talking.
Well, you could have done it.
Yeah, go ahead and take take your potion.
Okay, what's the roll for that?
It's 2d4 plus 2, I think. Is that correct? For a
That seems about right.
Okay.
That's funny.
Yep, cool.
All right.
Oh, that's less funny.
And then you take 11 points of damage.
Cool. I am fucking hurting.
And Sildar deflects a dart of his own. We are back.
Wait, was it a dart coming at me?
It is an arrow, yes.
Could I have deflected the missile?
No. It was a surprise round.
Okay.
You weren't expecting them to come charging around, so you were busy taking your potion. We are back in the initiative order as it was. And at the top of...
You don't want new rolls? Okay.
Nope. Top of the round, Malba.
Fuck. So I just got hit hard.
Yep.
Good. Over to...
Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna hide around this corner.
All right.
First I'm just gonna throw a dart or something at the first guy.
Okay. That'll do.
And then hide around the corner. Is that it?
That is a hit, yes.
Oh, nice.
Cool. And then I'm gonna hide around the corner.
All right. You get him pretty good, actually. Where is it? There it is. All right. Thanar. You hear, you see Malbod taking his potion as you rummage through this guy's effects, and then you hear a shatter as the potion glass hits the ground, and Malbod takes a dart heavily into his gut, and then tosses a dart and takes around the corner. What are you going to do?
I'm going to peek around here. Okay, I guess I'll just wait. See. I can't see all the way down this hallway. Oh wait, no, they're the other way. I'm stupid anyway. But I still can't see all the way down this hallway. Interesting. Alright, that's 1, 2.
That's probably the limit of your dark vision.
Oh, okay, I thought I could see farther. Well, this is fortunate. I can move to right up here.
Okay.
I guess I might as well shoot a close range crossbow at this guy. At the one in the very front.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Mile. Oh, wow, that was good.
He is hurting badly. You can see as your crossbow releases its bolt. That's the word. As the bolt enters his sternum, he crumples around it, but he's still standing. As blood leaks out of his mouth. Then the big beefy man, who looks very similar to the body next to you, moves up and growls at you as he swings his short sword. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
High, so hits.
Yes. And then he's going to miss with the second attack. So that is a 7 points of damage.
I'm going to... wrong thing I clicked. How is... I'm going to try and parry this one.
Okay. Okay, yep. You deflect all of that damage to the side, and he deals none to you.
Mile?
Smile.
Fitz, you hear combat recommence.
All right. I'm gonna move a 1, a 2. I'm gonna here. Oh my god. Let me see. I have a question about an item.
Tell me more.
What is? I have a potion of potion of fire breath.
Mm-hmm.
What's the attack look like for that?
If I remember correctly, that is not quite a potion of fire breath. There was something else about it. I think it had a problem with it.
We're gonna pretend I wrote that down.
Yeah.
I think.
Let me make certain that I know how that works. Okay. When you... I gotta make sure I'm doing this correctly, so hold on. Mm-hmm.
I might have just had a better idea anyway.
If you drink that potion as an action, you can use your bonus action to breathe a gout of flame at a target within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
You're not entirely sure what would happen with one that looks just a little bit off.
Okay, we're gonna put a hold on that idea. I think I'm going to. You can share a space for a turn, right? If you move back.
Yeah.
Isildur space, I think. So I want to cast Burning Hands, but what the correct?
So
If you're on
you
the
want
top of-
to move into Thanar's square, cast Burning
Okay.
Hands, and then back off.
I'd be here. I think so.
Okay.
I was looking at the spells. I was trying to find that.
Okay.
Just did the spell shapes.
all. Or you could actually possibly be one to my side.
I think I'll just. This one works.
Okay. So you're going to cast Flaming Hands down this hallway and catch all of them in your cone of flame.
Yeah, and then I hope the poison isn't flammable. I don't like that noise.
Or hope it is flammable.
Make
I
it
guess
so.
All right. Did it roll? Hold on, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm stupid. It's just DC check, but it's not like going off. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid.
Okay. That is DC 13. So they are
I always
going...
forget that I have to.
Click on the spell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I open the cast at one level box, and I have to close them all.
Save. All right. So the first one saves but takes half damage.
Okay.
Second one... Oh, actually, hold on. I goofed.
Those aren't bad rolls for the damage either.
Even now, even 7's fine.
Right above average.
14's just super omega. Hyper omega poggers, as they say.
No one says that.
I think Gandhi said it first.
Pretty sure he didn't. I would know. I am Gandhi.
You are Gandhi?
Yeah.
Gandhi.
Hold on one second.
Never mind.
More like about to be gone from this game.
I know I came up with a Bofa joke and it wasn't good, and I'm just not gonna share it. I have morals.
I don't know about that.
Well, I didn't say the joke. Give me some credit.
Well, I'm going to say
Sucks,
that
too.
you don't, because what you have just done to these poor drow is horrifying.
They slapped my friend.
So you step around the corner and plant whatever staff you're holding right now, because you've got one staff in your hand and the other across your back, and you extend a hand, and you give them the okay sign, and then it's not okay. It's just not okay. A gout of flame bursts forth, and just this entire hallway becomes a blast furnace
Yeah.
as the first drow is crisped and the second drow is crisped and this drow brute is singed, like his hair burned almost entirely off of his head.
Oh God. Ooh. Ooh. And then I need to get where so move back.
Is the room behind him just like Inferno as well?
As the smoke clears and you see Beefman standing here facing off against two other Beefmen, You can't really tell what's happened in the other room. Just too many bodies.
Okay.
It is now not his turn, and not
Wouldn't
his
he provoke
turn.
Wouldn't Puffer provoke an attack of opportunity?
He killed the guy, didn't he?
The guy in front.
It's fine.
Well,
You were casting it
he's-
between Thanar's legs. Thanar will eat that reaction. It is now Sildar's turn, and Sildar will move up next to the brute, and will make one attack. Oh, and then a second attack, hitting both times.
Dude, did that second attack even need to roll? That first thing is spicy.
He has... Oh, that's awful, quite frankly. That's just what that is. That's awful. His first attack just lays this creature's chest open. And he is gushing blood, and he follows through with a second devastating slash, leaving this poor creature, poor drow, which you don't think is a sentence anyone has ever thought in this setting before, devastated. But he is standing, hanging on by the merest thread of existence. Malba, it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm amazed he's alive.
So
I
I've been
have
around
much-
this corner, just like breathing,
Uh-huh.
and I just heard a lot of shit go down the hallway. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna peek my head around the corner
Uh-huh.
and
You
just
come around and you just see an OK symbol being held out.
see just a massacre of just charred corpses.
Yeah. One
And-
of those corpses is still standing, surprisingly.
Yeah. And I mean, I see that one dude is kind of still breathing a little bit, so I'll throw a dart at him, just to put him out of his misery kind of situation.
Yeah, he could probably use it at this point. What do you got?
Oh, unfortunate.
A miss. You throw the dart, and he still has just enough presence of mind to stagger slightly to one side as it arcs over his shoulder. Thanar, he looks to you with pleading eyes. Kill me.
Oh my god. That's all I'm
Thanar.
gonna do though.
Okay. Is it
I'm
my
gonna
turn
try to
now?
like watch the hallway though for any people coming in. Like, the
From
hallway
which
to the north.
direction?
The north.
Okay.
Is it?
It is
whose
now
turn is it?
Thanar's turn.
And Thanar, understanding the desire to die in combat because he's an orc, he's gonna slice this dude down the chest.
Okay. You don't have to do anything past that. The boy has expired. He is dead, Jim.
He'll give this man a honorable death.
Decapitation.
He is the dead. All right, we are now out of initiative.
For how long?
That's a great question.
honestly,
All right,
I'll be
so
like, does anyone have a health potion? I am in desperate need.
I do.
Don't you have like 3 or something?
I've
No,
used them all.
I've given most of them to Flame.
I have 2. I can give you one.
I have 2 as well.
okay. So
How many are you gonna give me?
You can have 1.
Do you need more?
Let me roll and then let me see.
I just want to keep mine. I just want to keep 1 on me.
I'm not rolling too hot for these potions though.
Yeah, not too much.
what's your life?
I'm
still-
What's your life total, Flame?
26 is total.
Mm-hmm. What are you
It's
at?
getting to a point where the lesser
I
ones-
just healed up to 11.
Okay.
I'm gonna need another potion, boys.
lesser
Okay,
healing
I'll give you
potions
one.
aren't cutting it
Okay,
anymore.
thank you. There we go.
Nice clap.
Now that's good
19.
enough.
That's doable.
Flame,
That's like what I'm at.
Flame, it blew me away to find out that lesser healing potions cost 50 fucking gold.
They're so expensive.
It's like you don't even get that much gold in this game, I don't feel like. And
I
was
think
like,
you do later.
I
We're just in
would
a
they were
small
like
town.
lesser ones are 50. I was like, why can't buy that? Sorry. Not a thing happening.
Alchemies are like make potion makers make bank. Might
Honestly.
just become
Maybe
one
not
of
if the ingredients are expensive though.
Make it extortion.
Maybe we
Anyway,
should just become alchemy collectors. That seems like
we
where you
can
make a
open up
fortune.
an alchemy store
Yeah.
after flipping the house on the hill.
Oh
we
my
can
God.
make it into the world's greatest alchemy shop.
Dude, nobody wants to walk up that hill for that shit.
Okay, I
when
get
they hear about how good we are.
you guys should sell the Full Metal brand. You can be Full Metal alchemists.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
We'll just flip the house and become the Full Metal brand.
There was a sign on the front that said Red Brand.
It was a hostile takeover, is what happened. You took over.
It could-
You took over
we
the
could-
red brand.
Guys, we could rebrand them.
Moving swiftly on. Are you guys going to go back to your looting, or are you going to?
Yeah, man.
All right. Where are you going?
Oh my God.
I'm going in the room before
I
Fitz
wanna-
can, because I don't want to be in that hallway to be shot again.
I'm gonna look at Sildar and be like, is there anything we can do to prevent more from coming, or do we just have to take it in waves?
Nah, unfortunately, with a siege like this, we're just gonna have to take it in waves, and then stay close together to make sure that if any of them attack again, we're not caught off guard.
Okay.
I
I will
wanna-
nod. I will nod
Arrows.
grimly.
Part of the arrow still sticking out of my chest.
I want to loot the bodies, but Fitz wants to open that door. So,
Okay. All right. So you move into the room, and
I'll
you
move with them.
walk up to the door, and you grab the handle, and you open the door, and inside you find
12 draw wizards. Ice knife. Let's go.
I
inside
close the door.
you find what is essentially an empty closet.
really?
You're very disappointed until up on a shelf you see a large pointy hat.
How high is the shelf?
It is higher than you can probably reach on your own.
Okay, I
Do you
want
need some
to.
help, buddy?
Not yet.
Oh,
I want to
okay.
cast minor conjuration, and I want to get like a wooden block.
Oh, you conjure a step stool?
Yeah,
That's funny. Oh, I love it. Okay, you do. You just do.
I want to climb on the box.
Okay.
I want to get the hat.
You now have a hat, and it is a
Jumping up
large
and down.
pointy hat.
I want to snap my hand that's not holding the hat, and the box is going to disappear out from under me.
And you drop 3 feet.
Yeah, I drop about my whole height.
All right,
Perfect.
You drop 3 feet.
I want to inspect the hat.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
Good thing I'm proficient in that. Watch me rolling that one.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
clean.
Let me see here. Hold on. I'm having a bit of an issue. I need to add a handout Oop. Huh.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Yep, sorry. 1 second. I'm working on a thing.
You're building anticipation. It's working. This is an effective method of storytelling.
Jerk.
Well, that was a nice thing.
Can be edited by. Don't worry about that. All right, and we can save that, and then, ta-da!
Wow.
Do you see it?
Does it tell me what my school is?
No, it doesn't. But it looks oversized and a little ridiculous.
How
But you
tall is it?
you have heard of this hat before. Of a hat like this. It is on your head a bit like wearing it's a bit like wearing a sombrero. So it's like way too broad, and then it's like 2 feet tall.
Is it ends?
Do what?
Oh,
Is it floppy?
definitely.
It's a little floppy, yeah.
Okay.
Like do you put it on?
What? This is... Yeah, well, dude. Of course I put this hat on.
Okay. So
It's black, right?
it is black or brown. It's kind of it depends on how the light's hitting it.
I'll put it on and it probably like sinks over my whole head.
Yeah, so
just-
you put it on, and there's a moment where you're afraid it will, and then it just sort of holds its shape up around, and it just sort of dangles there, just covering in a nice big shady umbrella, essentially.
Malba, look! Look!
Malba, you see Fitz walk out the door of this room, and what you notice is that the brim of this hat nearly touches either side of the door as he walks through it, and with every step, the edges sort of bob up and down, and the tip of the hat kind of wobbles back and forth, side to side.
You look absolutely ridiculous.
I look fantastic, I'm sure. Kind of hard to balance.
So you know that it will take you a short rest to actually be able to use this hat.
Oh, Fix totally knows this, but he doesn't want to put it. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
He's
no,
keeping the hat
that's
on.
100% fair.
What's the hat do?
Basically gives me an opportunity to cast any cantrip on the wizard spell list.
Oh shit.
Kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a super sweet item.
Did you make it?
No, it came in one of the books as sort of an item that is fun and interesting but not overpowered.
Yeah, it's because it's every long rest. It's not that powerful, but it's fun.
Yes, I love these kind of items. All right.
That's awesome.
So you have found the hat of wizardry in this closet that is otherwise empty. You get the feeling that the only reason it survived is because it was in the closet. The rest of this room looks blasted out. It's
like being in Iran.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think people in the closet get blasted out too there.
There is
I felt
also
good about
there's also a scorched
that. Okay, continue.
there's a scorched iron chest over here in this corner. It looks like as you sort of look at it, it looks like there's some like tools over there that maybe you think the drow were trying to open it somehow.
Okay.
Can I try to open it?
Sure. Let me have. What are you proficient with any tools?
Cook utensils.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
Let me see if you can't cook this box open. No. Roll me
I feel like I spy a spatula in there. Are you sure?
using a. Let me see. Using the tools that the drow left behind when he came through here. Let me have a dexterity check from you.
Unfortunate.
Nope. You can't get it figured out.
Is it locked though?
It is locked.
Hey Thanar, this chest is locked. Can you see if the key works on it?
Come into the room. And I whip out the key.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look over?
No, it looks about right.
I'm
Okay.
gonna walk up to
I'll
Malbon.
try it.
I'm gonna whisper to Malbon. It's like you didn't even notice the hat.
You put the key into the lock and go to turn
To
it,
be fair,
and
you're in the corner of the.
the key does not work.
Feels
Oh,
bad, man.
What tools are laying around?
Just some screwdrivers, little what's the word I'm looking for?
Mallet?
No, picks essentially. They're not lock picks, but they're
Pickaxes?
yeah. It's
Can I try and open it?
sure. Let me have a dex check.
Ah, okay.
In what can only be considered a moment of utter shame for Malba, Thanar pulls the key out of the lock and then just furrows his brow and then grabs the tools that Malba was just using, and he digs around in the lock for a second, and you hear a as the lock
be honest.
falls open.
Let's be honest, I think Thanar has a bit more practice lockpicking things than Malbot ever will.
That's entirely
Yes.
possible, but
Yeah.
it is now unlocked.
I shall open it.
All right, you
I'm
open it.
gonna look very sad when he opens it.
I'm gonna stand on the bed and look.
I think that's a wall, not a railing.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was like a railing.
And as you come around the corner, I'm just gonna look at you and see a hat that's as tall as Malba.
Yeah, Thanar.
Super big grin. Super.
Thanar, this animated hat walks around the corner.
I don't even see the person. I just see a hat.
Yes.
Hey,
Thanar just starts laughing.
what do you think?
Still laughing. Still laughing.
Yep. Nope, that is the correct response.
I,
He's gonna pat the hat on the top of it, on the very point, and then he's gonna go back to opening the chest.
Okay.
Fitz is fucking confused.
All right, so you open the chest, and you see that it is one side of it is full of books.
Disgusting.
Ooh.
There is then a divider, and then the other half of it has some robes, some clothes in it, and then on top there are 3 pouches, and then a small box.
What's in the pouches?
You open one of the pouches, and you find that the first one contains a bunch of silver. You count 160 silver pieces. You find that the second pouch holds 50 electrum pieces.
Oh my lord.
And then the third pouch contains 3 large diamonds.
Wow. Hold on, I'm doing quick maths. Then I will just turn around and jingle 2 of the pouches and then hold out the diamonds in the other hand just to show everyone. I wonder where these came from. And then I'm gonna put them back in the pouches and put them on my belt.
Okay.
And what's in the box?
It is sealed, but not locked.
I would like to open it.
All right. So as you open it, you find that it contains. It looks like it may have had 4 of these items, but now there's only 2 remaining. Hold on. You find 2, sort of an aquamarine, a blue-green candle. And there seems to be something interesting about these. They don't look like normal candles.
Do I have any idea what they
Let
are?
me see. If these were purchased, they would be labeled, wouldn't they? There is a piece of paper laying on top of them, advertising them from some alchemist shop, an apothecary of some sort, and they are called Candles of the Deep.
Huh?
Anyone know what a candle of the deep is?
Let me have an Arcana check from Fitz.
Big hat, and then like try and give him to the hat, and then like look down.
Fitz,
Wow.
you know exactly what a Candle of the Deep is. They are these.
Why don't you ask your mom? That's kind of cool.
Neat.
Mama, I think you're gonna like this.
What is it?
Did you guys get the handout as well, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted
Okay.
you to say it in your voice.
I just wasn't sure. It's these candles, and they won't go out if you put them underwater.
Oh, that's useful.
Did you just copy my voice?
No, not at all.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Thanar just looks at Fitz and says, "Can you light something on fire if it's on water?"
Can you?
Can
He
you
just
what?
continues looking. Can
Can
you light
you-
something on fire if you're underwater?
No.
Aw,
The
what a shame.
flame
You have to
is
light it
not
beforehand.
magical once it leaves the candle.
You can
Okay.
try if you want to.
Thanar nods thoughtfully.
Does he understand it
No.
at all?
He understands what it does. He doesn't understand why.
Right. All right. So yeah, the only thing left in the box are some robes and some books.
Do any of the robes look valuable?
Not really.
Or are they
They're-
all
they're-
like ragged?
They are. Fitz would recognize them as wizard robes, and they appear to be human-sized. They're not
Are they
particularly
really old? Do they look like they're falling apart?
They are older. Luckily, they've been locked away in an iron chest, so they're not ruined, but they're definitely in an older style and are starting to sort of fall apart a bit. The heat didn't help.
Do any of the books look magical?
So you start digging through. Do you actually go looking?
Oh, totally.
Okay. So Thanar gets bored because it's just books.
Books.
Is that correct? I don't want to play your character for you. Does that sound right? Would Thanar get bored and walk away from books?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. So
Thanos
Will I
over
sit
here.
in the
He's
chest,
checking
or-
out bodies.
okay.
Is the chest big enough for me to sit inside of, like on top of the robes?
I also, while they're doing this, I kind of want to drag bodies just over here out of the hallway.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, you can sit on the edge of the chest if you want.
Yeah, totally.
Fairly easily. And you're digging through. You find some of the books just appear to be like magical textbooks. Like you've actually you've read the 20th edition of this book. This is the 5th edition. Yeah. So it's just like these are clearly like old magic textbooks. And as you're digging through, it's like, oh no, oh hey, I've not read this one. You put that one in your pack. It's like, no. And you pull out what you get the very distinct feeling is a spell book. And it's written in common.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
these are some old textbooks that might be valuable to someone, maybe. But the most valuable things in here are the now that the money's gone and the candles are gone, is the spell book.
So you said it's an older spell book?
All of the books in here are older. All of the books in here are old.
All right. Got it.
Yep.
Shove that in my bag, along with all the other things.
All right. So all of the books go in your bag. Someone make a note of all of these things that you're collecting.
How many books do you take?
Let's say there
I
are
just took-
5 books total. One of them is a spell book. The others are magical textbooks.
Oh, you just take the spell book. Fitz, what do you take?
Do I think the textbooks will be worth anything when they're that old?
Maybe to a collector. Like some of these textbooks might have like older theory in them that might have been filtered out over time. Like it might be worth looking at them at a later date, but for
Fitz will take them. If he can't sell them, he'll just add them to his grandfather's collection.
yeah, something like that. All right, cool. Thanar, I imagine that you are going through all of these corpses.
Indeed. There are 3 little drow, 2 big drow, and 1 more wizard.
Let's say that you get through. Hold on here. I need to get to a specific. There we go. You find. So let's say you get through 2 bodies in the time it takes for Fitz to do all of this. You get 5 gold, 10 silver. And then you have a hand crossbow, a scimitar, and a short sword.
Okay.
And then as Fitz finishes up, you get from this 3rd drow here another 5 gold, another scimitar, and another hand crossbow.
Okay.
Right.
A hand crossbow and a scimitar, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So as all of that wraps up, Fitz, you get the feeling there's nothing else in this room. You have cleared it out.
Look under the bed for monsters.
You look under the bed and you find a small spider.
Oh, that's burning hands! No, I'll just leave the
Stop.
room. Yes.
As you leave the room,
Shit.
Sildar looks at you. And looks at you. Did you, find something you like?
Maybe.
Nice hat. And then he walks over to examine the spider.
Thanar just chuckles.
Fitz is thrilled.
So what are the rest of you doing? Like, is Fitz going to help with is Fitz going to examine the wizards?
I mean, sure, why not?
I checked out one of them, but
Okay.
You probably checked out the one down here, right?
Yes.
I'll look over here then.
Okay. You find, let me see here, 10 gold pieces, a component pouch,
I think I have a couple of those.
and he also has in a pouch at his side another book similar to the one that you found earlier. This one written in Gnomish.
A Gnomish book.
Yes.
is it like the other one?
Yes, it looks very, very similar.
It's similar to the one the black spider had, or is it similar to the one that I found?
The one that you found, the procedures manual.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Fitz, if you examine this, you realize that this one is speaking more in terms of magical effect, whereas the previous one was more of physical effect.
All right.
So now what you have is 2 books describing the magical and physical efforts required to operate this item called the Forge. And as you dig through this book now that you get the full name of this location, the Forge of Spells.
Got it. Did I already know that?
You may have.
That's about.
You may have, but now you know it for sure.
And I know how to operate it.
You have the books that will tell you how to operate it. Which is different.
fair.
Like you would have to study
Yeah,
these
that's-
books for a
that's-
while.
Much more fair.
Thanar, while this is going on, you find another 5 gold. No, sorry, you find 10 gold and 10 silver
Total or extra?
in addition.
Okay.
And then another hand crossbow, another scimitar, and another short sword.
Righty.
Did you keep all of the hand crossbows and all of the short swords and all of the scimitars that you've gathered so far?
Just put them in a pile so far, and
Okay,
may come back at a later date.
cool. Excellent. All right, so you're pocketing the gold and the silver and all that.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
At this point, Sildar will call to each of you to regroup and try to get us all sort of... he'll actually come up the stairs to here and then call for a regroup so that you can push forward.
All right, well, we've been here for a while now, and it doesn't seem like anyone has given us any more trouble. I don't know what that means moving forward, but I think we're probably okay to proceed at least a little bit.
Maybe there's no more drow.
This place is big enough that I wouldn't be surprised if there's more, but we sure have taken a chunk out of them.
Malba, if there's anything in my experience, there's always more drow.
Okay.
That's funny because I googled them a little bit ago and read a thing about them making lots of children, as compared to other races.
Yeah, drow would almost have to. They're a
That's fine.
they're a matriarchal society, which is interesting.
Huh.
So, what are we doing?
Continuing the adventure.
Okay.
Thanar walks up this wall.
You get to the top of that wall, and you go to take one more step up it, and then the spell wears off.
Oh, he scrambles up the last bit.
Yeah, it's like okay, got it. It's like, whew, okay, good.
I would like to walk up here into this room that I saw one of the wizards come out of earlier.
Okay.
Poke
Actually, how long does
ahead.
spider climb last?
An hour.
An hour.
Give or take. All right.
Yeah, that's good enough. We chilled there for a long time.
Yeah. So you go into this room.
Anyways.
Okay. So you walk in, and oh wait, the door's open, right?
Yeah, if the wizard left it open when he left.
Yeah, it is. He did. All right, so you can go in, and when you do, this large workshop has been completely tossed by the drow.
Aw, Thanar sad face.
Yeah, so there's tools scattered all over the place, and what are clearly alchemy jugs and things like that thrown about. There was very clearly combat here in the past. The workbenches are scorched with magical power. The plaster has been burned off the walls in some places. In the middle of the room, a brazier crackles with a blue-green flame. Neither the brazier or the pedestal that it sits on appear to have been seriously damaged.
Is
Do what?
Is this a carpentry workshop?
You roll investigation. Or no, I'm sorry. Sorry.
I mean, I think I might know that. But
Insight. Yeah, okay, that's better.
Glad I
There
got
we
to roll
go.
insight.
So,
Use your insight.
investigation would be to find things, and I'll actually use your investigation roll as well.
Sad face.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Voices.
This is not a workshop like you've seen before, or at least not in a while. This is not for stone or metal or wood. This appears to be a magical workshop.
Is it the forge?
No comment.
What do I see upon looking around the room?
So, lots
With my
of
poor investigation.
Yeah. Lots of benches. They're scarred with magical power. You see places on the wall that appear to have been blasted away with bolts of magic. You can imagine. You've seen Fitz cast magic missile before. You imagine probably something like that would have hit the wall and chunked away at the plaster. You see blasted out benches. You see stools that have collapsed utterly. There's a brazier in the middle again that glows with blue-green flame, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything in particular.
What type of tools are lying out? Just 'cause I'm curious.
Just you see some brewer's tools, old and decrepit. Like these would not be super
I was
useful.
wondering if they were like special tools for magical stuff.
Yeah, so that you would imagine you think Fitz would probably get more out of this room than you would. Is about what you're getting, but these are clearly tools for doing specialized, delicate work with magic.
And I'd like to go open. I assume this is another door.
Okay. You open this door. I have to do this every time because of the lighting tool is a little finicky with grabbing lines and moving them around. All right. So you open this door, and this is where I'll use your investigation roll. You find a number of boxes. Some of them have addresses and such on the side, but you don't notice anything particularly interesting.
Any address, Fandolin?
Do what?
Any addresses to Fandolin?
You don't speak dwarf.
Oh.
Yep.
How about this one?
All right. right. So you're moving through. What are Malba and Fitz doing while Thanar marches through Georgia?
I'm just Home Depot dad walking.
Yeah.
God,
Just so everybody knows, that's just what
hate
Thanar
that. I
does.
hate that
I'm like
so much.
following, but like not letting him just walk away. Like I'm looking a little bit, but he's definitely like getting a little bit away from me.
Okay.
I walked in the room and I immediately got distracted by whatever's over here. I want to know what's here. Oh, you want to let me do picks?
Do what?
I was on the edge and.
Oh, did you do that intentionally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was like, I'm
All right.
like, I'm.
Roll me investigation. Okay.
Come on, dude.
So what you get out of this room is that this appears to be what you would have seen in some of your classes, sort of a preparatory area. Like you would begin scribing here. You would begin.
So this is just where the wizards hang.
Yeah, this is a wizard workshop. This is
All right.
literally where the magic happens.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
So Malba, you're following after Thanar?
I mean, I'll give like a general glance over the room to see if anything jumps out at me, but that's about it.
Okay. Let's go with perception then. Okay.
God, what does he not see?
So
Yeah.
so you
I saw a
walk
sale, guys.
you walk in and you know that thing where if we're doing Home Depot dad walk, right? That thing where your dad walks right past the thing he's looking for
Yeah.
and you're like you stand next to it and just sort of stare at him as he walks off, waiting for him to realize you're not with him. And then he turns around and looks at you and you just point at the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So it's not just me. All right.
Yeah, no, I could figure it out.
Yeah, so you're following Thanar and you walk in.
I like how Home Depot dad walk is like a term everyone understands.
Well,
'Cause it's
I've never
awesome.
heard it. Like, but that is yeah.
It makes sense.
It's usually lows. It's usually lows for me.
Same thing.
So Malba, you actually step into that room, the little room there.
Okay.
And you see a box that is 3 or 4 feet long and about foot and a half, 2 feet wide, maybe about that same deep. And on the top, like burned into the wood, is the symbol of Lathander, the Morning Lord, god of sunlight and rebirth.
Okay. Wait, so it's just like a box?
It is
Pretty much
just
with
a box.
Okay, I try to open it then.
Okay. Let me have a strength check
I mean, yeah.
for amusement's sake, like super low DC. Okay, yeah. So, okay, a thing to note about how I do this kind of stuff: things that you can just do, I'll let you just do, unless
Okay.
I think it might be amusing to actually make you roll for it with a low DC to see if you fail or not.
Sounds
But yeah, no, you just like. There's not a crowbar in here, but I think you have one in your adventurer's pack, or whatever pack you've got probably has a crowbar. So you like go in and it's just pop, 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 and the old wood is easy to pull through, and the box opens, and packed in straw is a mace. And it is
okay.
beautiful. Like, it has this gorgeous silver shaft to it, and then the handle is wrapped in you have no idea how this leather is still in as good shape as it is, but it clearly is. And the head is made of gleaming brass and looks like the dawning sun.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
Does it?
it gives off faint light. The head does.
Ooh. I bring it over to Fitz and be like, "Hey, can you figure out why this thing's glowing a little bit?"
Can I charge you?
No.
At least you're honest. I'll take it from him.
Okay, Arcana check.
All right.
Clap.
You fully recognize the symbol of this is something that a paladin or a cleric of Lathander would carry. It holds some internal magic.
Nothing I can identify without
Let
the spell.
me make sure. There it is.
We're back.
Okay. Okay, cool. You fiddle with it for a bit, and you're still not sure all of its properties, but as you hold it in your hand and just sort of look at it, you silently give it a command, and that faint glow flares for a second, and it becomes as bright as a torch. And it holds that for about 2-3 seconds before it dims back down.
All right. It looks like you have a cleric's or paladin's weapon. Might have some magical light properties. You might want to give it a look.
I guess I'll just like, or however I'll hold it.
Yep.
And deal with that later.
All right. So you, I mean, you could put it back in the box and come back and get it later, but it's up to you.
I mean, I'll just hold on to it.
Okay. All right. So you put it in your bag or hang it at your belt, however you want to. And that's sort of all that there is to this room, unless Fitz wants to look at the blue-green flame.
The what now?
The brazier in the middle of the room is a blue-green flame.
Oh, it looks orange to me.
Yes. I can't not have that. I think. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. I may be able to fix this. All right, hold on. I got that. I got it. Put it on the map layer.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, nailed it, dude.
All right. And then there. Ha.
Dang, nailed it.
Nice.
Dude. Mitch just likes figuring things out, even if he doesn't think it's going to be terribly useful.
Mhm.
He'll take a look.
All right. So you move up to this silver brazier, and you're looking at it and sort of poking around. Arcana check, if you would.
Got it.
You know, I'm glad you're good at those.
Very nice.
Same.
So you remember last time I said that there was a weird sense of magic in this place?
Yep.
This is not it, but it's close. It is old. though. Like a lot of you get the feeling that in its heyday, and maybe if it was kindled again in some way, this would have had some substantial properties. Maybe even been part of the ritual space that this Forge of Spells would have used. But as it stands right now, the only thing that this could do is make a weapon that is not magical, have the properties of a magical weapon for about 6 hours.
This isn't the forge, correct? It's just a piece of it?
You get the feeling that this is just a part of it. And let me have some insight just real quick.
Insight check?
Yeah.
I'm bad at these.
Clap.
Not the worst.
Yeah, you definitely get the feeling as you sort of stand here in the middle of this room looking around. This could have just been a magical staging area. It's like you do part of it here and then part of it at the forge.
Oh,
Yeah, so maybe that's what this magical workshop was for.
that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to point out that we're at the 3-hour mark.
Yes!
But I am perfectly happy to keep going if other people want to. But
Same here.
up to certain DMs.
All right, let me know. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying this.
Me
I'm
too.
good.
I feel like we've also a decent pace this session. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, I actually think so.
Okay.
All right, so let's go for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah. So you step out of the wizard's workshop. You have mapped this area and recognize it now, but you still have plenty more cave to explore. Also, I should
So much
mention,
cave.
since you walked in here, and I mentioned this at one point early on, there is a sense in this place as you walk through. You have heard the crashing of water. You've been to the ocean, Thanar. You recognize this sound as large waves crashing against the shoreline, just rushing in and then out. And it crashes about every 2 minutes or so. And at the mouth of the cave while you were taking your rest, it was sort of just nice and relaxing. It's like you could hear it. But the further in you get, the louder it is. And it's very loud right now.
Coming from down the staircase.
You move to the staircase and you stand there for a second. Yes, you get the feeling it's coming from that direction.
Thanar, definitely interested.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Watery.
definitely check that out.
He enjoyed his time sailing.
All right. So you stop about there. Sildar will follow, of course. Fitz?
Is there anything left for me in this room? Any quick knickknacks I can grab and just shove in my bag for later?
You don't see anything
Thank you,
that
Mike.
is particularly that you recognize immediately as being valuable or useful. Like if you had more time, you might be able to salvage this place. But for right now, it's past going.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'll think about it later.
Yeah, so maybe if you came back with Gundren or something. Okay.
Oh, there he is.
I
There
love
you are.
the idea that Fitz just walks out and starts walking in the wrong direction.
He was about to, man.
All right, so a narrow ledge skirts a deep, deep cavern that houses a roiling body of water. The rhythmic booming sound heard throughout the cave system is much louder here. At regular intervals, a surge of water rushes in from below and slams into the water just below the ledge. The echo that is created, suggests there's probably a much larger cavern to the northeast in this direction. And as you sort of, as you stand in this area, you see what looks like it was once a walkway crafted of wood and stone, and it leads deeper into this cavern, but it is essentially gone. It's been washed away by time and water. Let me have an insight check from all of you. Okay. Okay. So, you know, Thanar especially knows about Drow because of his time in Neverwinter. Sildar knows about Drow because of his time in Neverwinter and Waterdeep. Malba, you have heard the story of these dark elves, and you know that they live deep, deep below the earth, and they hate sunlight and will avoid it as much as possible. It is possible, you think, that if a drow were to attempt to get into a place like this, they might have come in this way. But currently there's no way for you to try to track them down.
Are there any, like, ropes or anything along the shore that could have been mooring points at some point?
Like I said, you've got those mounting brackets that were a path in the past, and you get the feeling that if the drow were as crafty as you have heard they are, they might have just come that way. But it would be a dangerous task for you all to head in that direction unaided.
Because it's flowing towards us, right?
Yes, it is rushing in towards this shelf, which is like, it's deep. It's a very large fall.
Well, then I was carefully walk along the edge.
And you're all going to follow as well. All right.
Is this a dead end or a door?
It is a door. Let me see. Well, I did that incorrectly. It's not. Let me see, because there's a specific thing here.
Okay.
Okay. So as you walk through here, you see a very small opening, and it would allow you to pass through to the other side. And when you shine your light or use your dark vision to look down here, you can see into the next room. I cannot believe I did that. Hold on. Let me see what would break if I tried to remove that.
Puffer, are you here?
I'm waiting for Sildar to move.
Well,
All right.
Sildar, we're assuming he moves along with us.
Essentially, yeah. Stars, what even? Oh, that's fine. All right, nobody move.
Oh, no.
Freeze! Nobody move.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Now, Brian, you can be frozen. You can get like a drink of water and then do the thing.
Can't. What?
Do you remember that part from
First
the
Incredibles?
Incredibles? The first
The
one?
first one?
Yeah, the police come and he's like, I'm just getting water, and then he freezes them all.
Oh no, I don't remember that at all.
Actually?
Actually, I don't remember them, or actually that happened.
No, it did actually happen. I know that much. I say, I'm just thirsty. I'm just getting a drink of water. And then the police officer like, hey, I said, I know. Freeze. And then he freezes the cop and the bullet and all that fun stuff.
Pretty cool scene.
That's a good scene.
It's a really good scene.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, the problem is that he actually killed that police officer. Anyway, so
No, he didn't. He was blinking. He was still blinking at the end.
Well, he blinded him to say the least. Like, you can't freeze a man's person like that. You can't freeze a bullet to the gun with enough force to not blind him permanently. Anyway, so Thanar, you see a 5-foot opening that you would have to crouch very low to get through.
Dang dwarves.
Yeah, very short dwarves. And it's about 5 feet high, so you would have to crouch to get through, but you could get through into the next room.
Okay.
Or continue in the other direction.
Nope. It's the water wheel.
All right. So, I imagine you're all following. Thanar, you get into this room. You see what can only be a blast furnace with a mechanical bellows, which would have been powered by a water wheel. This chamber is enormous.
How deep is this trench?
The trench is 5-6 feet deep.
Can I get out of it?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You can climb the water wheel if you want, or just however.
Then I'll look down to go, and I'll hold my hand down for Fitz to.
Oh, Fitz
Jump
leaped
up to
from.
it.
Yeah, I assumed here to here was like the same height.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is part of a trench.
then Fitz is definitely in
This
here.
is the path the water took to power.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get out of it.
Yeah. Sildar will climb the water wheel.
Fitz is gonna try, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean it's not.
I've
It's
got a
not
hint.
that hard.
And I'm just gonna like look at it and holding my hand out.
Oh. Whoopsies!
So
This
Right.
place is big.
the furnace that you see before you is cold and dark, but there are heaps of coal piled nearby, along with a cart. And then you look and you see that there are carts, multiple, of unrefined ore that they've pulled from some mine complex deeper in. Fitz, stop moving.
Sorry.
The water wheel sits in a 10-foot wide channel cut into the floor of the room. But the channel is dry, completely dry. Passages exit to the west, south, and east, and the empty channel exits to the east where you came through and to the north. As you look around, more than a dozen withered corpses are scattered around the room. There are dwarves,
Yikes.
humans, gnomes, and orcs still wearing the remnants of their armor. And some of the humans, as you look, are wearing wizard's robes.
Is this a lever?
No, it's a corpse.
That's a corpse.
Oh, okay. I can see that. You know, I thought like the brown thing sticking out could have been a lever or something.
Yeah. Nope, it's a body.
An old body.
An old body.
Okay.
Sildar,
Do we recognize any of
Sildar
the
resents
bodies?
that remark.
With full clarity, this is part of the. Or this is this the whole thing, or is this part of
Oh,
it?
sorry.
Part of what?
Is this a part of the magical forge?
You do not detect any magic from this device.
Huh.
This is how they
What a
weapons.
kick-ass forge, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
That is.
a dwarven forge for sure.
Can I keep moving?
Mhm. All right,
Oh man,
stop for a second.
hammer time.
I don't think he said for a second.
All right.
It was just too fast. You didn't hear it.
In what must have been an amazing gathering hall of dwarven workers before its fall, you see steep escarpments dividing a large cavern into 3 sections, 2 high ledges at either end, and a lower section in the middle. Carved stone stairs climb up the ledges on either side of the room. What remains of 2 large wooden tables stand in the middle section, along with a pair of old braziers, one of which is burning, and the other is just stocked with wood. Surprisingly fresh-looking wood. A smaller table stands on the eastern ledge where you're standing now, Thanar. Otherwise,
Is there anything?
the room is empty, save for more dwarven, orc, and a couple of human corpses. Still in their armor, but very, very ancient. Otherwise, it appears to just be an empty hall.
So I'm just like walking around so I can like get a view of everything described.
Oh wow.
Place is kind of creepy.
Dang. And is there anything on any of the tables or just?
You notice like a few packs here that you think are of drow make. There's some rations out. You get the feeling that some of those drow that you fought earlier may have been stationed here. As Sildar enters the room, he almost whistles before he catches himself, and he says,
I will never not be amazed by the handicraft of the dwarves.
And does any of this cavern, besides the staircases, look man-made? Did they carve it out, or is it natural?
It looks very natural, but let me see how to describe this. You know that sort of natural that you get if you work hard on something, right? So it's maintained. It's made to look this way. Like it is natural, but it's polished natural.
Okay.
Except
sense.
for a few places in the wall where signs of a struggle of some sort took place. So there was very definitely combat in this hall, but that was a long time ago. And before that, this place would have been beautiful, and still is.
Can I take a look at the drow packs and stuff, see what they got?
Sure. I mean, for the most part, it's just rations.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep a note for later.
Yeah.
Be useful.
Yeah. Rations
wanna-
and maybe a few like spare cloaks. A couple of lists of names of people that they plan to kill later. You know, a shopping list, and it's like spider eggs, spider milk, poison.
Kind of weird.
But yeah, no, this place is still empty.
Alright, we'll keep exploring.
All right.
Still on his
I'm-
guard for more.
Before you explore, I'm gonna be
Oh.
like, I look at them. Like, where do we have left to go?
Well, at this point, I think we've pretty much explored most of the place except for a couple of rooms to the north and, well, I suppose there's those two rooms sort of in the middle, but just below this room, but other than that.
There's a couple places it looks like Gundren didn't quite get to.
Well,
Gundren?
let's.
Not Gundren, the other name. The
The black spider?
Whoever
No.
made the map.
it says Gundren's map at the top.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I was
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You made me doubt myself.
Yeah, sorry.
I was like, no. Okay. No.
Yeah.
I was so
Okay.
scared. I was like, no, I said the wrong name.
You meant
Well, we got most of it, I guess. It's up
Do we want to hit the rooms below us and then go north?
It's up to you.
Let's check out the north first. I highly doubt there's any drow left here. It seems like they all came to us when we made a ruckus.
I hope you're
Once-
sure about that.
Once the north is clear, I think we will be relatively safe.
All right,
Make my
your
way back
call.
up
here.
So Sildar will follow. As you
So
pass, you passed a door here. I don't know if it's. Yeah, it's closed.
where?
Here.
When we did all the murdering in, but then we
However,
never
I
went
know
through
what's
that
on the other
doorway.
side of that
Okay,
door,
yep.
but I guess my character wouldn't. But for time's sake, I'm not.
I mean,
going there.
you could figure it out based on the map that we've been there.
Yeah,
already.
you can
I don't
you can
know.
like
I don't-
open the door. We'll say that you just opened the door and you're like, oh yeah, we did the killings in here.
All those dead bodies on the ground. Oh yeah.
So I hope this doesn't turn on, but I want to go up through here.
Okay. Sildar will climb back down the water wheel and go through.
So does this go down?
Hits the ground hard.
All right, hold on. That is.
Yeah, this has to go down.
Kind of hard to tell.
You enter this room that you have actually not seen before. Malba
I've seen it.
has. This is about a 10-foot drop into a massive crag. Let me see here. Okay. A wide rift fills the eastern part of this cavern. A stream pulls out of the west wall and then tumbles down into the rift before gushing into a hole in the wall to the north. There is a 10-foot drop that you could scale if you have a rope, or if you just want to YOLO down.
Think I have a rope.
Yep. I mean, you could also try to just climb it if you wanted, but it's up to you.
Do you want to just go around? I'm pretty sure we could just walk around this.
Thanar slides down this hill.
Okay. Let me have an athletics check. Yeah, you're fine.
Behind me to help everyone else down. If that can give them an advantage of some sort.
Sure.
Thanar, will you catch me?
Yeah, I'm standing right here, so. Are you jumping?
Oh, totally.
He has asked you a question.
Thanar.
Why not?
All right.
Hey, I want to jump into his arms.
All right. So you jump, and Thanar. It's like it's a 10-foot drop, and you're what, 7 feet tall, something like that.
It's like high 6.
Yeah. Okay. So like Fitz jumps, and you grab him, and it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, it's
It
not
has
high
bad
6, it's
experiences with
mid-6.
small height.
Yeah.
It's
And you're down now into this small waterfall area over here. So it's a little loud down in this pit, but otherwise you're fine.
Alright, I'll help the other two down as well if they need it.
Okay. So we'll just say that everybody gets down into the hole. All right. Now there is a staircase. You know that there's a staircase here, a staircase
We
here.
saw that one.
There is a ledge over here, and then there is a further tunnel back that way.
I'm interested in looking down.
I want to go back into
Tunnel.
that black spider hand boy's room.
which one is it?
So it's
I don't remember.
so
his
Thanar,
name.
as you look down that crevasse, you realize there's
I want to see like a damming mechanism is what I'm looking.
to dam that place up.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there is one.
There is
I'm wondering how they
There is not. You get the idea looking at this place that this is not intentional. This is not how it was in the time before.
Okay, this looks like a little bit of a cave-in.
Yes,
Okay. Or a collapse, I guess.
probably
Is there anything?
that. Yeah,
Can I take a little peek down this tunnel? Do I see anything?
it is long and dark, and you do not see anything of significance.
Okay. Ignore it for now.
Yep. So you can climb up the other side, and we'll time skip to you guys being up on the top of this ledge.
Wacha.
Yeah. So.
Should I just take 3 hit points off as like a formality?
Yeah, I mean, if you that sounds about right. Yeah. All right.
Well,
Well,
let's push into this area over here.
Okay. Thanar, I don't know if you can actually see it, but there is a door here.
Aha! I'm the master of opening doors. I'll do it.
All right. So you grab the handle and you jiggle it.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Nothing. It's locked.
The door sound.
It's weird. Maybe you should try that key.
Nah. Like after I jiggle the handle, I'm gonna look behind me, and I'm like, well, I guess I can't ever go in there. I'm just gonna like knowingly walk off with a smirk, leaving Fitz there, disappointed.
But
And I want to just check out this room quickly,
oh my god.
just like
This is gonna
a quick glance from right here.
Okay.
He's just gonna sit down in front of the door.
Okay.
Just a quick glance. I only walk right
So
up to here.
okay.
Oh, that's what the inside of the room looks like.
Right.
Okay.
6 cracked marble pillars line the walls in this great hall. At the north end stands a mighty black iron table, much like an anvil, set with precious stones that seem to glow with an inner light. The dust and debris has been pushed to the side, leaving the intricately worked floor clean. At random intervals, a dwarven rune will light up on the floor before fading out for a second or two later. Half a dozen bedrolls line the walls between the pillars, and there are 2 fire pits that have been used for cooking. A wooden table covered in notes has been set up in the corner, and the bronze torch holders on each pillar have been lit.
But then as Thanar walks up to here, he just turns around and smirks at Malba and Fitz and walks back to the door and pulls out his key.
Okay?
Fitz takes this as confirmation that he is socially inept.
All right.
There's
So
more.
you fit the key in the door. You turn the key in the lock. And it doesn't open the door.
What? Come
Okay, now
on!
I actually give them a puzzled
No,
look.
okay, it does open the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
The door unlocks and swings open. And before anything else happens, I'm going to read you a thing. Ahem. Dusty draperies covered in the symbology of Dumathoin, the god of dwarves, adorn the wall of this room. It contains a bed and a lit brazier. In the corner of the room on the bed is a poor, beat-up dwarf. He's curled up on the bed, clearly in pain, his hands bound at his waist. And he looks at you with pleading eyes.
Sildar, get in here.
What's his name again?
And Sildar will
Is it
move up to the door.
Nundro?
Nundro.
Yep.
It is. I'm so good.
And he runs to the bed. And Nundro will say,
Sildar. Sildar, what are you doing here?
voice subject to change. Hold on.
Oh, Sildar, what are you doing?
Sildar,
here?
what are you doing here?
Oh, that's so good.
You gotta beware of the drow. Have you seen them?
That's so good.
We've seen more than we've cared to ever see again.
Aye, you and I both. Wait, who are you? Get me out of these!
And he's wrestling with his ropes.
Take out my. Okay.
Sildar will put a hand on his chest, look him over, confirm something in his head, and pull a knife and start cutting his ropes.
Hey, thank you, Sildar. Oh, where is Gundren with you? Have you seen Thardan? Have you seen Thardan?
I'm not breaking the news to him.
There's a moment of silence, And Nundro just nods and hangs his head.
I was afraid so.
We're sorry.
Uh, we'll deal with that later, I'm afraid. Is everything... Where do we stand?
And Sildar will say,
It appears that most of the cave has been taken care of. I don't know what the state of things are beyond that, but it appears that everything is in order. Aye, Sildar. Hey, I can't thank you enough. Can we get out of here? I think we can. Gentlemen, can you help me with Nundro?
Yeah, I put his arm over my shoulder and helped.
Fitz like reached to help, and then he was like, "Never mind."
Hey! Oh, no, that's not good.
he sinks. Thanar, you realize that he's like 4 feet tall and you're 6 feet tall. And he is clearly beaten to a pulp. The drow have apparently done a number on this guy.
Do we want to just carry him?
Yeah, can I just pick him up?
You can, yes.
Sweet. I'll sling my shield over my back and
So Sildar will actually
use my and I'll like what?
Sildar will reach into his pack and give him his last healing potion. And after he takes it, Nundro will take it, and you see some of the bruises fade a bit, and some of the cuts on his body dissipate a bit. And he'll say,
Hey! Thank you, Sildar. All right, I feel a bit better at least. All right, boys, let's get out of here.
Aye.
That's a more enthusiastic aye than we had at the start.
and so you can begin to make your way out.
So what is this star?
That is
Okay.
I described it a second ago.
Yeah, I know. I didn't write it
At the
down.
north
I
end
forgot.
stands a mighty black iron table that looks much like an anvil,
Okay.
set with precious stones that seem to glow with an inner light.
Huh.
Something that Fitz might be interested in is the dwarven runes that are lighting up on the floor. And one will glow for a second and then fade, and then 2 more will light up and then fade, and then another one will light, and then 3, and then 2, and then 5, and then none.
Can I read them, or is it not
Uh,
anything I understand?
Do you get the feeling that these aren't dwarven runes of specifically language, but maybe of power?
Fustroda.
Pretty much, yeah. You can, of course, ask anyone you'd like. Perhaps.
Feel like. Does anyone know what the runes mean?
That and
Thanar.
Nundro will stop and say,
On the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, the runes of power. They channel magical energy from the cave and push it into the forge.
As
I
I
would
thought.
leave him there.
you couldn't take them if you wanted. They're carved
Are they-
into the ground.
Yeah.
I'd take him if I could.
Hey, the drow had the same idea.
What were
Didn't
they?
they?
Do you know what they were chanting about?
Chant. Oh,
Weren't they like chanting when we first came in
yeah,
here?
something along those lines. There was something weird going on.
I imagine they were trying to reawaken the forge. Did you not catch that? This is the forge of spells. It's the whole reason that my brothers and I came here in the first place. Reclaim our birthright.
We're
Your
aware, and it's
birthright?
why we put in so much effort to make.
Wait, does he? Oh, I'm confused. I must have missed something. Does he own the forge, or is he connected to it, or what? Why is it his birthright?
Hey, get me out of here first, and I'll walk you through the whole shebang.
Okay, let's make our way back out.
I just had a brutal moment where I realized that there may be a moment very soon where I have to voice Sildar, Tharden,
Gundren
and Gundren.
I'm so
I want to
excited.
go this way, and this door is
Why?
closed.
Why?
There's a room
I
down
don't.
here that we.
I don't.
So
I'd be like, where are you going?
You walk in that direction, and Sildar just looks at you for a second and says,
Are we not done here?
There's one more thing I want to check out. I'll meet you at the entrance.
Oh, very well. All right. Well, I'd like someone to come with me if you don't mind.
Yeah. I mean, I am.
all right. So Sildar, Tharden, and Malba head back towards the mouth of the cave.
And Fitz.
And Fitz,
Yes.
leaving Thanar
Can you
to...
unlock this door?
Yeah, can do.
Right.
Hold on, slow down.
I'm just trying to
Oh,
get out of
okay.
this.
Slow
cave.
down,
Slow down.
everybody. So, let's, since we split the party, which we all know is a great idea, let us
I'm
handle...
sticking to my guns.
Oh yeah, I know. Let's handle one adventure first. Let's get Tharden back. So as Sildar and Tharden make their way through the tunnels, you guys see the corpse of an ooze where Sildar killed it when you first got in here. And then you move further in, further in, and you make it back down here to the base of the escarpment. And over the next little bit, you'll be able to climb back up to the campsite. And almost immediately, Tharden collapses
Nundro, you mean.
next to his the covered corpse of his brother. And
Isn't Nundro the one alive?
yes, my apologies. Yes, Nundro is alive. Tharden is not. Stars, what a mess. Okay. So, Nundro is alive, and he kneels at the feet of his brother, Tharden. And a lot of pent-up emotion and rage is expressed. Thanar, we're going to move back to you for a moment.
Okay.
All right. So you move
check in here
into
first.
that area there. That is... There we go.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Jiggle, jiggle.
What do I see?
The eastern wall of this room has collapsed into a pile of rubble. To the north, a door stands ajar, leading to a good-sized storeroom. Dusty kegs of what was once ale are lined against the wall. All of them are cracked and warped with age. This is a storeroom of some sort, full of ruined kegs of ale.
I'll run a quick investigation check just to see if there's anything
Sure.
of value. Oh God, why did I click that? I need.
Okay. You see that several of the kegs advertise the Bronze Bottom brewery.
Banner keeps this in mind.
Otherwise, that's about it. Yep.
I'll move down here to this room that we saw a long time ago. Anything besides the beds?
Orderly wooden bunks line the walls of this chamber, and a corroded iron brazier full of burning coals stands in the middle of the room. More bodies from an ancient battle lie scattered here, and that's all there is.
I didn't even know there was this room. So, oh, wait, I guess.
Mhm.
Neat. I will jog my way out now.
As you approach, you hear the sobbing of a very distraught dwarf.
Aww.
Yep.
He was always the brains of the outfit. I don't know how we'll restart the mind without him.
And such like. So
What'd you say? Sorry, you clipped.
and such like.
Okay.
You get the if you allow him to stay for a moment, he's just going to be inconsolable for a bit. Sildar will take up sort of a guard position nearby, and this is essentially just the end of clearing out Wave Echo Cave. And I think we'll call it there.